friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fisayo. On this channel, I share my creative interests, life's experiences, and journey as an international student from Nigeria, navigating life abroad. Today, I have something different. I have something for my employedpreneurs, that people who are employed and also have businesses that they run on the side. So I want to answer the questions that I've gotten about how I manage having a full-time, 8 to 5 job and also running a profitable fashion business. In this current life that I'm living as a student, or I'm no longer a student, I just graduated, and I've also seen people ask me the question of how do I manage to be a student with all the demands of school and also be a content creator slash influencer on social media. So today I'm sharing all my secrets, things that have helped me in the past, right, and the things that I find will be helpful for people, anyone who is currently running a business and also working or managing their family or managing their careers or doing different things at the same time. Okay, now let me give a bit of background about me. I am Nigerian. I've lived my entire life in Nigeria before moving to the United States in 2020 to get my MBA. And before my MBA, I worked 5 years or a little over 5 years as a consultant. And in that time, I was also running a fashion business. Now, how did I do this? I first of all started running my business before I started working, and so somehow that gave me some kind of structure and gave me an understanding of what I needed to do right in order to have my business running while still going to work. Now I did talk about how I actually started that business playfully in the university, in the video that I created on the money lessons or life lessons that I learned from my dad. And it was just because of a situation where I had to fend for myself. I got some money, I had some designs on ground and was able to have them sewn, and then I sold them to students at my school. And so that's kind of how I started informally before I graduated from the university, and then I started out on my own. If you haven't seen that video, you should absolutely check it out. Now, before we go into the meat of this video, I want you to ask yourself this question. The life you are reaching for, how bad do you want it? Like, what's the end goal that you have in mind with doing these businesses that you are doing, as well as working? What inspires you? What motivates you? What drives you to action? I want you to actually take some time to internalize these questions, to reflect and answer this for yourself. What is your end goal? How bad do you want this thing that you are doing? What do you really want to achieve with being a business owner and also working full-time? These are questions that you have to settle. You need to settle for yourself internally. Otherwise, many of the things that I'm saying to you may not essentially strike you or hit home for you. You need to know the reason why you are doing what you are doing. You are the only one actually that knows, and you are the only one that can intrinsically motivate yourself to action. Many of the things I share are things that have worked for me, and they can work for you as well if you put your mind to it and if you keep looking at your end goal. Also, don't forget that your dreams are valid and you can be everything and anything that you want to be at any point in time. So now into the tips. The first one for me is planning. It was extremely important for me to plan my day, to plan my week ahead of time. Things don't just pop up in my life. Like, people who knew me, who were close to me, who worked with me, knew that you cannot just drag me out of my routine and take me into something or ask me to attend an event that will take a significant amount of my time that I did not plan for a day or a week before. Planning as a business owner really helped me to understand what the demand was for the services that I was providing and seeing if I could meet up with demand. So for instance, ahead of a week or ahead of the month, I already map out the list of the customer orders that we have, create an Excel sheet, map it to like which staff will be doing what, right? Seeing how long time it would take, making adjustments for time, because you can plan and then things will just not happen. Maybe there might be an outage, or like there could be unforeseen circumstances. So I always pad the time and make room for eventuality. Planning helped me not take more than I could ideally afford to do as a business owner. It really helped me. A lot of my clients will come and tell you that, oh, I delayed on a deliverable just because whatever it is that I was making for anyone, I would make sure that I planned it ahead of time and it'll be ready ahead of the day that the client was coming to fit. This also helped me with my work because as a consultant, you have an idea of, if you've been working with clients, you already have an idea of what their needs are at a particular time of the year. You know the jobs that you are doing for them, you know when you need to file for them, you know your routine procedures for each client. So planning really helped me to ensure that I made the most of my time. Now, my second point is that I write things down, and either I'm planning something, I have a dream in mind, I have a vision in mind, an idea comes to my mind. In order for me not to be overwhelmed, I always write things down. Like I have an Excel sheet that just has like to do. I have a notepad on my iPhone called ideas. I can just be walking on the street and something pops up in my mind. I write it down. I can remember that I have this task to do that I forgot to do at a particular time. I take note of it. Writing helps me a lot, and as a person of faith, I believe in the power of making a vision plain. So everything, every goal that I have in mind, I definitely write this down. This helps me a great deal to ensure that I was just not thinking of things in my head, I was thinking of things on paper. I find that thinking of things on paper helps me think better, helps me to make decisions faster in regards to work and in regards to my business. After writing things down, I always made sure that I set reminders or alarms on my phone, on my calendar, just to ensure that I was actually actioning on the things that I have written down. So when I write something down, if it's something that I have to take action on, I already think about, okay, I must complete this by tomorrow 5 p.m. right? And right there, I am putting it on my calendar, or I'm putting it as an alarm depending on how urgent or how important that I find it is. I would write it down immediately, put it on my phone, and ensure that I work on it. Now, the third thing for me was having a dedicated team. I started out sewing by myself. I started out doing this business by myself, just tailoring and all of that. And as time went on and as orders began to come in, I found that I could not meet the many demands of people. So I started to hire staff one after the other, right? And also, when I started working, I obviously could not meet those demands again. So I was always having staff that worked for me. And then during the weekend, I do a lot of supervisory work. Having a dedicated team that is willing to put in the work is very important to the life of your business. And I cannot stress this enough. Having those people that will run with a vision will really help you to be less stressed. And knowing when to delegate and who to delegate to is a superpower that you need to have as a business owner and as a person who is employed. Delegating things saves you a lot of stress, right? If you have dedicated teams that you know that you can delegate this to, you can assign this to, it really helps a lot. That really helped me and was like a backbone or a lifeline to me while I was working. Now, the fourth point for me was passion, right? I was very passionate about the work that I was doing. Beyond making money, I really connected with the creative side of me, and I always wanted to create. I saw that I could design, and I saw that I could find ways to bring my designs to reality, right? And this developed passion in me, and that's how I started the business initially. But that passion, I didn't let it die while I was running the business, and that is very important because the tough days are going to be coming, the challenging days are going to be coming. You need to know why you started the business. You need to know that aside money, right, what else is motivating you to actually do this business that you are doing. Money is an important factor, please do not get me wrong, okay? If your business is not making money, I don't know if it's a business or it's a charity organization, but your business is ideally supposed to be at least making the money that you are putting in, except if you have gone through like some series of funding, or you have gone into some big investments, which is different from what I'm talking about right now. But ideally, when you are putting effort into your business, the aim is to make a reward from the service that you are providing. So holding on to my passion and looking at the impact that I created in the lives of my staff, the people that work with me, the people that work for me, and my clients, like the actual joy that's on their faces anytime they come and they fit their outfit and they like it and they actually wear it for their weddings or whatever events, and they, you know, take pictures and they're like, oh, I really love my Gracie Abby outfit, you know, things like that. It really brought me so much joy, and that was like a huge motivating factor that really helped me in the days where I felt like, oh, this is tough and this is challenging and I want to quit, right? That really helped me to stay the course and keep at it. Now, the fifth point for me was loving my job. I actually did love my job as a consultant. If not, I would have quit to like go and start the business full time, because like there was the opportunity for me to grow and I had carefully mapped it out. But I also love my job as a consultant. I love the people that I got to meet every day when I came to work. I love the challenges that it brought. I love the professional experience. I love the stability that it comes with in terms of like financial reward, right? I really loved my job, and that was a huge energizing factor for me, because there's no way you'll be able to give your best to something that you do not love. So if I was giving my best to my business, I could also give my best at work, right? I could also, based on the love that I have or the admiration or the passion that I have for also doing that job. That was a huge factor for me that kept me still being a consultant and working and running my business for the entire time that I did. I was well aware that I was not going to be in that phase forever. I knew that my time as a consultant was going to near an end soon, right? I just didn't know when it was going to be, but I knew that I was not going to be doing that job forever. And so that also inspired me to keep being diligent and to keep working to deliver beyond expectations, regardless of my side business or my side hustle. That is very important for you. If you're a business owner and you are also working full-time, you absolutely need to love the job that you are doing. Otherwise, maybe just quit and face your business squarely or find another job. So the sixth point for me is making the most of your idle time. As a business owner and someone who is working full-time, you know that it will be difficult for you to really manage your time. And even though different strokes work for different folks, right? But personally, I always try to make sure that I was using idle time productively. If I wanted to rest, I was resting, and I was being productive with resting, because I know that rest is giving my body strength, right? If I was sleeping, I know that that's a productive activity. But you know, idle time, like I'm waiting on the queue, I'm in the back of an Uber, or I'm waiting in line for something, I would always just open my phone, bring out my to-do list, look for something that I can be doing on the fly, right? There's always something to attend to as a business owner. As far as you write down things on a steady, you would always find that there's something to attend to, especially when you're juggling business and work. So that really helps me to stay productive. Like for instance, now I used to commute by boat to work. I used to commute by boat to work for 2 years, and in a day I'll probably spend in total more than an hour and a half on the boat. And of course, because I'm not driving the boat, it will give me the opportunity to bring out my to-do list and to start doing some things that I can do virtually, right? So that really helps me a great deal to stay productive and to stay on top of my time. So now my final point is batch creating and scheduling, which is very important to the work or to the life that I currently live. I didn't really have to do this when I was a business owner. Now this applies to creators. If you're creating anywhere, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Instagram, wherever it is you're creating, the days you feel very inspired, make sure that you are not just creating content, one piece of content, but you are creating several contents and you are repurposing them, right? This helps you to save time that you would have used to dress up, make up, and you know, shoot videos all over again. So for instance, this video that I'm recording it in May, but I don't know when I'm going to push it out at this time. Currently, I've recorded more than 10 videos that I can possibly push out over the next 3 months without actually sitting down in front of the camera to record. But of course this is not possible because I would still record, and so that means that I will always still have some form of content to push out on YouTube, even though I'm not actively recording the week or 2 weeks before I push out the content. So batch creating and scheduling makes the life of a creator very easy. So it's something that I challenge you to do today. Most importantly, please do what works for you. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, make sure you're taking care of your health. It's not easy juggling the demands of business and work, so please do what works for you. And let me know in the comment section if you liked this video. Let me know what points resonated with you, what points you have been doing as a business owner yourself. Let me know what things have not worked for you and what things you hope to do better in the comment section. And if there's something that has been working for you that I have not talked about in this video, I would like to see that as well. Please comment it in the comment section below. I'm sure many other people who are watching this video will be reading the comments and learn a thing or two from you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Thank you again for watching my video, and see you in my next video. Bye.